Hello there. I'm George Putnam. I'd like to begin with a fact, a simple yet shocking fact. It is this: a flood tide of filth is engulfing our country in the form of newsstand obscenity and is threatening to pervert an entire generation of our American children.
Beyonce, in addition to being just a beautiful young woman, she's been a role model and a powerful presence for young girls and women all around the world.
She makes songs that will live forever, that actually there's a lot of people who will just live because she fulfilled her destiny.
She's been a role model and powerful presence for young girls and
one of the biggest musical superstars in all of entertainment. She's a Grammy Award winner, a chart topper, and she also is the star of a new musical film about making dreams come true.
I know. She really is incredible, and she's here to sing the holiday classic, Silent Night, the incomparable Beyonce.
I'm living my dreams. Wow.
I know a girl named Betty Boop. Oh, how she can boop, boop, boopy-doo. She loves to dance, loves to sing. In fact, Betty take a chance on most any old thing. Oh, she's got plenty to say.
How am I doing?
Hey, hey!
Tweet, 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 twat, twat. Oh, how am I doing?
Hey, hey!
Oh, gee, baby, oh, sure. Now I'm not bragging, but it's understood.
Mr. President, what are you doing on my property?
The people of the future have gone sex and vanity crazy. I've come back in a time machine. I've traveled back in time because I need to deliver a special message to you. Man, women, and child are selling themselves as sex objects.
Your time's up. That's impossible.
No, really. You have to start a campaign telling people that being good looking and acting like a dog in heat doesn't make you cool. They've gone vanity crazy.
the role model she provides to so many women, and I truly congratulate her on all her success. Thanks so much.
In the future, even the president's wife told everyone around the world that a burlesque dancer that sings pornographic songs is a good role model for young women.
The world would never stand for something like that.
No, really. Everyone around the world agreed with her.
This story gets more and more fantastic. I was with you during the time machine story, but this is too much.
No, really. She's like Betty Boop, except she sings songs about what a great sex object she is.
Was there some sort of massive cult?
Well, yes.
You represent the dream.
But no.
You are so much more than just a pop star or an icon.
Well, yes.
Well, what in the world should we do?
If you're near or far, doesn't matter where you are.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter. In your mind, driving you mad.
Behind the world's dictatorships, environmental destruction, starvation, and every kind of evil in the world is one thing: the dream life. We're surrounded with so many versions of it. But it doesn't matter. It's all the same dream. A dream that we can have power over the world if we are strong enough, beautiful enough, rich enough, something enough. Vanity is the attempt to create ourselves into a special person, living a special life.
You represent the dream.
This is the reason celebrity magazines sell better every year. We love this dream. This is why we post pictures of it all around us. This is the key to paradise. The #1 picture we all look at. And this has always been our biggest problem. We are willing to do anything to get there. Destroy our bodies and souls to get closer to it. Destroy the world and even commit murder for it.
I stay in the house now, man. I've been shot a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. In 2001, I got hit right here. God kept me here after this. I said, hey, that's it. No, it stayed in me.
We teach our kids to want the dream until they too are selling their bodies and willing to commit mass murder to feel power and glory.
Saw some of the bullets going past the hall that I was right next to. Some people were even like they kind of felt they got a stomach ache.
Did you hear any gunshots or anything like that?
Well, police officers, like, they were kinda, because there's police officers, like, right out the door, like, trying to find the guys.
What did it sound like to you?
It sounded like someone was kicking a door.
A Nevada boy, only 12, shoots and kills a teacher, wounds 2 students, then takes his own life.
Just like the adults, we are losing touch with each other as we seek the dream life instead of relationships. Becoming a culture of isolated people. So why is the dream life such a nightmare? What does it do to us? Vanity. This is it. The #1 problem in the world. And we are currently indulging in it. It starts with these images of special people living special lives. At some point, we have to realize something that all the cultures before us have known. Pride is a disease. Vanity is a disease. It's not a cure.
Finally, we're at a place in this world where we're able to ask questions that we were never able to ask before.
We constantly call for a revolution.
And talk about some revolutionary ideas for the future.
And they rebel.
For the future, so.
Organizers and people who want to make a change can start to work.
You could call it, it's about time.
We're calling for change.
So I'm pleased to present to you today, Rihanna. How do you do?
Okay, thank you.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
Rihanna, I'm just going to dive right into it, okay?
How do you really feel about your curves?
I feel a lot of things.
Official face of Barbados. That's right, isn't it, Rihanna?
Thank you. You make that sound so nice.
We spotted Rihanna covered up with a pair of completely sheer shorts.
And a whole lot of skin.
In a black tank top that showed off some side boob.
More intimate look.
Stuns in a mesh top that barely reveals her bare breasts, showing off her best asset.
Rihanna always looks hot on a night out.
And provocative poses.
We're finally in a place in the world where we can ask questions we were never allowed to before.
Vanity and advertising have the same purpose: to make dream lives out of anything. The most ridiculous, destructive, and empty things can be made into dreams. It leaves us obsessing over emptiness. We lose touch with what is important. Following glorified shallowness.
This is true. But now consider another fact.
I had traveled this road before. Now I was returning to a people and a place like no other in the world. Ahead lies Kangtung Leprosy Colony. I remembered differently. There were so many now. And what had become of the stained and filthy rags? Where was the decaying flesh? The anguished cries of the leper?
You might find a little too racy for your kids, and we're talking about the pictures that have led to one of this holiday's hottest gifts, thanks to the hot body was displayed on. The good news, though, the tie Jennifer Aniston wears on her saucy GQ cover is now on sale.
So I headed to Brooks Brothers to find it.
I think every man wants one of these ties.
This obscenity traffic and salacious newsstand literature have become increasingly worse, not only in content, but in volume.
Anything can be made into a dream.
Yeah, I still can't get over those pictures. I mean, forget about the tie. My goodness, I'm just blown away.
Murder, that's what we said. Gotta put one in your head. Bang, I'm gonna serve you more murder, more murder, more murder.
Anything can go into style and become the newest dream. There are 8 million versions of the fantasy. The new generation can finally start looking to answer the question: if the contest doesn't fulfill us, what does? We can change from the vortex of consumer capitalist culture to something more human. Something that says, we want fulfillment.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible.